Hi there. Happy Friday. I am going to talk to you today about the one thing that I really want you to know today. And it's just one thing that I think is really important that I get asked about a lot. And that is that small, sustainable steps lead to big results. So small, sustainable steps lead to big results. You can think of it as SSS. So why is that the number one thing that I want you to know today? Well, you know that I ask everybody who joins this group what is their biggest wellness challenge. And a lot of people tell me that their number one wellness challenge is to be consistent with their wellness routine or their wellness activity or their self-care. A lot of people really struggle with this idea of being consistent or even just starting to take better care of themselves, to focus on their self-care, to exercise, to eat well, whatever it is that is your particular challenge. So I always say by this point in our life, I think most of us know generally what we need to be doing to be well, to take care of ourselves, to be healthy. But our challenge a lot of time is just to do it, to execute, to be consistent. We know what we need to do at this point in our life, but we just need a little help to do it. So that is why I talk so much about small, sustainable steps. There's been a lot of research done that talks about when you're trying to either start a new habit or to become more consistent at a new habit, the key is to start really small. Start really small to just move in the direction of the activity or the habit that you're trying to establish. So for example, like me, I was trying to do more yoga, have yoga be a part of my daily routine, which it never has been. And I've always struggled with this, even though I teach yoga. You know, I probably teach a lot more yoga than I do. So I've always struggled with including yoga in my morning routine. And you know, this has been going on for probably months, if not years. So the idea is that you want to choose something that's so ridiculously easy to do, that takes 2 minutes or less to do, that you can just start to do. So in my case, I said, okay, I'm going to do one yoga pose in the morning. It's going to take me less than a minute. I'm just going to do one yoga pose before I sit down. I'm just going to move my body, do one yoga pose, which literally took 1 minute. So having done that, I am now up to about 10 minutes of yoga every morning. Not every, but most mornings I manage to get in about 5 to 10 minutes of yoga into my day, which has made a huge difference to how I feel going through my day. In my morning, I just feel more centered, more relaxed, my body feels better. And that is a perfect example of using small, sustainable steps. So you want to think about breaking down whatever it is your habit or your new activity that you want to start, that you want to do, some way, and choose something so ridiculously small that you just can't not do it. Now, I've talked about this many times before, but I think it's worth repeating that the key here is to start with something so small and just do it consistently. So you want to do whatever it is, however small it is, consistently. So if it's yoga in the morning, one yoga pose, and try and do that every single day. So, or if not every single day, most days, as much as you possibly can. The idea is that you're showing up. You're just showing up to do that thing for a minute, 2 minutes, and you get in the habit of just doing it consistently. And then once you're in the habit of doing it consistently, then you can add to it. Then you can say, okay, I'm going to do it for 5 minutes, or I'm going to do it for 8 minutes. But if you start by saying, or start by breaking off something that's too big, it's mentally overwhelming, and you just never find time, or you never make time. So the one thing I really want you to know today is that small, sustainable steps will eventually produce big results. And may immediately produce big results because you will feel better about yourself. You're thinking, okay, I'm now doing it. I'm on the path to taking better care of myself. And to help you with this, I have created something free, a free resource that I want to share with you. It is my daily wellness checklist. So what I've done, I've put together a checklist of different activities in different categories. So some of them might be for relaxation, for movement, for eating. And the idea is that you check off maybe just one thing off that list every day, or maybe the same thing for a week. Whatever it is, there are many different ways to use the checklist. You can try and incorporate several of those activities into your day, or one activity into your day for a month. So the idea is that you print it out, put it somewhere where you can see it, like on your fridge or on your mirror in your bedroom or bathroom, and you use your checklist to remind you to do that thing every single day, or to to choose a different activity or the same activity. So I'm going to put the link to the checklist below the chat, and those of you who have seen it already or used it, please share your comments about whether it is working for you. So I created this checklist to help you to keep self-care at the forefront of your mind, because we're so busy taking care of so many other people all the time. A lot of times it's hard for us to remember to take care of yourself. And one of my main goals in this group and in my work is to help women to find the time, or to make the time, to take care of themselves and to develop consistent, healthy habits. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you find it useful. And if you're watching the replay, I will please download my checklist and let me know if it works for you and what you think about it. Okay, so thank you very much. I don't see any questions or any comments today. So remember, SSS, small sustainable steps lead to big results. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.